guys, so we just crossed the Atlantic. Yes, it's true, we did cross the Atlantic, but we did it by plane. We had really good excuses. One, we became auntie and uncle. Hey. And we really wanted to meet our nephew. And also one of our friends from Belgium was getting married and we really wanted to be there. So we had two really good excuses to cross the pond, cross the Atlantic and go to visit his family and friends.
So we were so ready to leave. I don't know if you remember, we tried to get everything ready to go sailing.
And now that we're back, the idea is to go. What do we need to do? Install radar, install GPS, install chart plotter, install the foresail.
Fourth sail, and I think we've just got these last little things to do before leaving. But I think it's quite cool to show you what we do on our time off from the boat. Just a really small little clip of what a holiday looks like. And yes, there is a lot of sailing involved, and bagpipes and dancing.
I think it's a cool idea to share it.
Let's go! And action! This specific place in Scotland this is one of the places where I have sailed the most. We used to come here every single year. We'd head out in any weather, and today is absolutely any weather. You'll see in a bit.
I think you really have to love sailing to want to go out in these weather and conditions. I'm glad Ben really loves sailing. So happy Tom is here, so he can go sailing with Ben, because otherwise Ben would be trying to convince me. I'm glad I'm dry. Well, am I dry?
They are gonna be freezing.
Oh, I was looking at them as insane.
Summer! go and have an ice cream. Why? You guys know we travel at least once a year to go and see family or to the Annapolis boat show, and as content creators it is so crucial for us to stay connected. So imagine how happy we were when we found out that Holofly contacted us saying they want to sponsor one of our episodes. With Holofly eSIM you can connect to the internet no matter where you are, and you get to keep your original SIM card in your phone without having to remove it. It is so easy to use that while you're waiting for your main luggage to arrive you can just get your phone and activate your Holofly eSIM card so that when you leave the gates, you've literally got mobile data on your phone to be used already. Whether you are traveling to go and see your family, to go and visit your grandma, to go for a friend's wedding, to go sailing in Scotland, Holofly can cover you in over 200 destinations with unlimited data plans in over 150 of them. So no more surprise charges and just smooth sailing the entire way. So if you're planning on traveling soon, don't forget to go and check them out. We will leave the link in the description below, and don't forget to use the discount code SAILINGYABÁ and you'll get 5% off even. Happy travels with internet. That way.
Welcome back. If you have a radar, say "Hey yo."
Hey yo. We now have a spotlight up there. Oh, I can't wait to see what it looks like at night. Well, not the spot, what the deck looks like at night. And the radar, all we've got to do now is connect these wires and it should all work. Now, if you have any ideas though, I'm really keen on hearing what you have to say about what UV protective conduit we can use that we can fit these two wires through and that can be fastened to the stay. Let us know. It's really hard to find stuff like this, but you guys have a lot of combined knowledge for us, so thank you so much. 2 more zip ties though. Hey, look, it's done. We have a radar. Our plan with these wires is to drill a hole down here and of course have one of those tubes so water doesn't get in. We're going to run it all along the beam shelf inside and bring it up to where the plotter will be. But for now, of course, let's follow it all the way on deck, all the way through a window where I'm going to show you the goodies we have now. We did a little bit of shopping and one of the biggest, the biggest, and I have to say most expensive of course, is we replaced our 1925 pre-World War II GPS map 4008. We were going to use it, but it just wasn't compatible with most new devices like wind, depth, all that stuff. So what we got us, instead we got ourselves a 12-inch touchscreen, and P, it's gonna happen. I don't know if I filmed you or the thingy. Anyway, that was super satisfying. No one is allowed to touch this now because it's going to leave fingerprints. But we're going to it should be easy. It's NMEA 2000. We've got a few things set up here already, which Orlando has been working on. We've got another thingy here. When we've got that sorted out, we'll let you know. But you can connect the radar, GPS, depth sounder, which has been installed since before the launch.
And go sailing.
Yes, but so much stuff to do. Let's install this and go sailing. The hardest thing about installing this, I think, was choosing where we're going to put it. Initially we were thinking right here, but we didn't know how far that would be to have to reach it while navigating, and you don't want to be hitting yourself with these the whole time while reaching over. Also here might be, well, it's such a cool little charging station right now, so we're not going to change that. Maybe here, but we have loads of buttons, but we can still do that in future. But for now, I'm just going to fasten it down here, which is very, very easy access. Right next to the helm, easy to zoom in and out and find stuff that you need to get a bit closer with. But yeah. Few little holes, if anything, we move it here or here or here or somewhere else. Let's take a break from up there and talk about how we know that it is around 5.5 to 6 meters deep here, depending on the tide. That is thanks to a diving watch and looking for the outboard engine a lot. But those things are going to change right now because we have the depth sounder here. All we need to do is find a nice pathway for all those wires, bring it all the way up to the brand new plotter. And then I don't need to go diving anymore. Unless on the depth sounder, which is also a fish finder, we see the outboard engine somewhere, somehow, and I'll go swimming again. On top of the keelson.
Wait. Done.
Yeah. Deu. Tá bom, chegou. Finally. And we need the adapter. This is the reason why we needed to buy a new chart plotter. New technology that isn't supported by old technology. And then we got this one with its sonar. All we need to connect now is the GPS, which is the moment of truth. And I think it's like, this usually just comes with a boat, but our boat needed the update. So these upgrades are kind of very exciting. Okay. GPS. Hey! System error. All accessories not supported. MP didn't find that funny.
No one did.
Except.
Whoa!
Fishing chart. Let's go.
Sonar. Hey! Oh,
Look, our outboard.
our engine. Oh. Grey minds think alike.
Let me get down.
We received the little cylinder, finally. That was missing of the front furling system, and you can see why we couldn't find this. It's actually two halves, really tough to find this in the water, but the inner hole is made to wrap around the stay and not around what we need. What we need it to wrap around is this. So I'm going to send it over to the turner. I'm going to get it turned so that we can actually fit it once we're back. I might go and have a look at the shipyard while we're there. The hole is obviously a lot much way bigger than before. So we're gonna go, or I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go up to the tip of the bowsprit, and P is gonna be under it, catching anything I drop, and Orlando is gonna be piloting the dinghy just in case I drop anything. I shouldn't drop anything because the only reason I dropped these in the first place is because I just completely forgot they were there. So I'm gonna put these in, make sure everything's fastened, and then we can hopefully hoist the sail today. And then, will this be the last episode at anchor?
Yes.
Yes.
Last time, Ben was alone, there at the tip, and he dropped those pieces.
In the dark.
In the dark. Now, I'm gonna be under there, catching if anything falls. I should be wearing a helmet. Okay, if you drop anything, I'll catch it.
Or jump in the water.
Let me know when they're safe.
Never.
You never let me know, they'll never be safe.
I mean, they'll never be safe. I went back to do some adjustments, get some swimmers on, because you never know, and a little bum bag.
See.
5 hours later, with grease, it's gonna work. I'll make it work.
Ó a cabeça. E aí? foresail is up. Bad news, it has a hole. So we're gonna remove it, stitch it, and bring it back up. Of course, checking if the sail has no holes is something you should do before hoisting it, but we are optimistic people, we cannot help it.
And sometimes we get a little bit too excited. We thought we would have been off into the horizon tomorrow. Well, we will, just with 3 sails.
No, I want 4 sails!
I want a sail, full stop. Just another minor setback to us going sailing. No, it's not going to stop us from sailing. We've still got 3 massive sails, as you've seen, so we can always head off. But listen to this. Here is a pinky swear for you guys. This is our last episode, finishing at the anchorage. I'm telling you guys that so we also get leaving. But next week, we'll get the sail up and we'll head out. That's going to be your next week's episode. Until then.
That's a big promise.
A pinky swear. Can I take it back, just in case?
That was a pinky swear.
Put little pinky in the comments if you want to do it with me.
We have to make it work.
We will. We've got plotter, we've got radar, we've got depth sound, and we've got 3 sails. No more excuses. Let's go. Let's go. And we've got a floodlight as well, which I didn't mention. Let's go. Not this time.